Your Toyota has a hidden reset button, and it costs you exactly $0. No scanner, no mechanic, no parts. Just one trick that wakes your car back up like it rolled off the lot brand new. Rough idle, check engine light, sluggish acceleration, weird shifting. I'm about to show you the reset that clears it all in under 60 seconds. Stick around because most Toyota owners have no idea this exists. So here's the deal. Your Toyota's computer, the ECU, is constantly learning your driving habits. And over time, it picks up bad data. A dirty sensor reading here, a lazy throttle response there, a transmission that remembers a problem that's already gone. That junk data piles up and your car starts running worse and worse, even when nothing's actually broken. The dealership will charge you $100 to diagnose it, but there's a $0 reset trick that forces your Toyota to dump all that old memory and relearn everything fresh. I'm gonna walk you through it step by step, show you exactly what to do, what not to do, and the one mistake that messes people up. Do me a favor, drop a like, and let's get into it. Step number 7, reconnect the negative terminal. All right, now that your Toyota's computer has had time to fully drain and wipe out that old data, it's time to bring it back to life. Grab your negative battery terminal, that's the black one marked with the minus sign, and slide it back onto the post. Now here's where a lot of people get sloppy, so listen up. Don't just drop it on loose. Push it down firmly until it's seated all the way at the base of the post. Then take your wrench and tighten that nut back down nice and snug. You want it tight enough that you can't twist or wiggle the terminal by hand, because a loose negative connection is exactly what causes hard starts, flickering dash lights, and those random electrical gremlins that'll have you chasing problems that aren't even real. Quick tip while you're here. If you noticed any white or greenish corrosion when you took the terminal off, this is the perfect moment to wipe it clean before you reconnect. A clean terminal means a stronger connection, better voltage flow, and a much smoother reset. And once that terminal's locked down tight, that's it. Your Toyota's officially been reset to a clean slate, and you can feel good knowing you just did something the dealership would have charged you for. Step number 6, wait and let the system fully drain. The negative terminal is off and set aside, where it can't accidentally touch anything metal. Now comes the part that takes the most patience. But trust me, it's the part that actually makes this whole reset work. You need to let your Toyota sit like this for at least 15 to 20 minutes. I know. Standing around staring at your engine bay isn't exciting, but here's why this matters. Even with the battery disconnected, there's still leftover power stored inside the ECU's capacitors, kind of like a tiny backup memory, keeping all that old data alive. If you rush it and reconnect too soon, that stored charge holds onto the junk you're trying to wipe, and the reset barely does anything. So give it the full time. Want to speed it up and make it even more effective? Here's a pro move. While you're waiting, turn your headlights to the on position for about 30 seconds. That drains the leftover charge out of the system way faster and helps fully clear the computer's memory. Then switch them back off. Use this time to grab a coffee, wipe down your terminals, whatever. Just don't cut it short. This waiting period is the difference between a Toyota that feels brand new again and one that drives exactly the same as before you started. Once your time's up and that system's fully drained, you're ready to bring it all back to life. Step number 5, start the engine and let it idle. This is the moment it all comes together. Hop in and go ahead and start your Toyota. But here's the key. Once it fires up, do not touch the gas. Don't rev it, don't shift it, don't drive off. Just let it sit and idle. Now when it first starts, don't panic if the idle sounds a little rough, surges up and down, or feels uneven. That is completely normal. What you're hearing is your Toyota's computer literally relearning from a blank slate. It's recalibrating the idle, resetting the air-fuel mixture, and figuring out the throttle position all over again. It doesn't have its old habits to lean on anymore, so it's building fresh ones right in front of you. Let it idle like this for a solid 5 to 10 minutes and turn everything off while it does. No AC, no radio, no headlights, no fan. You want zero extra load on the engine, so the ECU gets the cleanest, most accurate baseline possible. The cleaner this relearn, the smoother your car's gonna run afterward. You'll actually hear it happen. Within a few minutes, that rough, surging idle starts to smooth out and settle into a nice, steady rhythm. That's your signal, it's working. That's your Toyota waking back up and running the way it's supposed to. Once that idle is calm and consistent, the hard part's done. And the last thing left is the step that locks everything in for good. Step number 4, locate your Toyota's battery. Before you grab a single tool, you need to know exactly what you're working with. So go ahead, pop the hood, and let's track down your battery. On most Toyotas, the Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Tacoma, Highlander, your battery is sitting right there in the engine bay, usually tucked into one of the front corners, either the driver's side or the passenger side. You're looking for a rectangular box with 2 thick cables bolted to it and 2 posts on top. One stamped with a plus sign for positive and one with a minus sign for negative. Once you spot those 2 terminals, you've found it. But here's something a lot of videos skip. Not every Toyota keeps the battery under the hood. A good number of the hybrid models, like the Prius, hide the 12-volt battery in the trunk or rear cargo area instead. So if you lift the hood and it's nowhere to be seen, don't second-guess yourself. Head to the back, lift up the cargo floor panel, and it'll be sitting right there along the side. And while you're down here, take 10 seconds to actually look at it. Is the top clean, or is there white, crusty buildup on the terminals? Are the cables snug or a little loose? Catching that stuff right now can save you a ton of frustration, because honestly, half the mystery problems people swear are engine issues turn out to be nothing more than a dirty or loose battery connection. Once you've found your battery and you can clearly see both the positive and negative terminals, you're all set to grab your tools and move into the actual reset. Step number 3, the no tools reset trick. No hood, no wrench, just you and the key. Some of you are not trying to pop the hood, mess with a battery, or touch a single tool. And you know what? You don't have to. This next reset trick is done from the driver's seat, with nothing but your key. No wrench, no fuse puller, no grease on your hands. $0, zero hassle. It's called the ignition cycle reset, and it basically tells your Toyota's computer to restart itself. Same way you'd reboot a phone that's gotten slow and glitchy. And trust me, your Toyota's brain gets glitchy too. Here's how you pull it off. Hop in, kill everything first. A C off, radio off, lights off. Now turn your key to the on position. That's 2 clicks forward, dash lit up, but engine stays dead quiet. Push button Toyota, tap that start button twice, no foot on the brake. Let it sit there for 10 seconds and let every sensor wake up and report in. Then shut it all the way off. Pull the key, wait 10 more seconds. And here's the actual trick. You're gonna run that cycle 3 times back to back. On for 10, off for 10, on, off, on, off. That repeated power cycling forces the ECU to dump its short-term fuel and idle memory and start clean. It's literally rebooting your car's computer without ever cutting the battery. On that 3rd round, fire it up, drop it in park, and just let it idle a couple minutes so it can relearn. A lot of people feel it right away. The idle smooths out, the throttle wakes up, the whole car just feels less tired. Now I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. This ignition trick is the light version. It knocks out minor rough idle and sluggish throttle, no problem. But if your Toyota's holding on to something deeper, the battery disconnect reset coming up next is the heavy hitter that wipes everything clean. So if this quick one doesn't fully do it, that's exactly why we keep rolling. Step number 2, the fuse pull reset trick. Reset the ECU without killing your whole battery. Here's another reset trick, and this one's a favorite for people who hate losing their radio presets, clock, and seat settings every time they disconnect the battery. It's called the fuse pull reset, and instead of cutting power to your entire car, you're going to cut power to just the computer. Clean, targeted, and still completely free. Here's how it works. Pop your hood and find the engine bay fuse box. It's that black plastic box, usually over near the battery, with a lid that snaps off. Flip that lid over and you'll see a little diagram printed right on the inside showing what every fuse does. That map is your best friend here. What you're hunting for is the fuse labeled EFI or ECU, or sometimes EFI main. That's the one feeding power straight to your Toyota's brain. Most fuse boxes come with a little plastic puller clipped inside the lid, but a pair of needle nose pliers works just fine too. Grip that fuse and pull it straight up and out. Now let it sit out for about 60 seconds. With that fuse gone, the ECU loses power and dumps its stored memory. The same wipe you'd get from a battery disconnect, just without resetting your clock and radio. After a minute, push the fuse firmly back into the exact same slot until it clicks in snug, and that's the trick. Quick honesty check though. Pulling just the EFI fuse gives you a solid computer reset, but the battery disconnect method we're doing next still drains the deepest and clears those leftover capacitors completely. So if you want the lighter, no radio reset version, this fuse trick is perfect. If you want the full deep wipe, keep watching. Step number 1, the quick throttle relearn trick. This one more reset trick to kick things off, and this is probably the fastest one in the whole video. It's called the throttle relearn, and it's perfect if your Toyota feels lazy off the line, hesitates when you hit the gas, or has that annoying delayed throttle response. Zero tools, zero cost, done in about a minute. Here's the idea. Your Toyota uses a drive-by-wire throttle, which means there's no cable. The computer decides how far the throttle opens based on what it's learned over time. And over the years, that learned data gets lazy, which is exactly why your gas pedal can start feeling disconnected and slow. So let's reset it. Get in the driver's seat, foot off the brake, and turn the key to the on position. Dash lights on, engine off. For push-button Toyotas, press start twice without touching the brake. Now leave it just like that and let it sit for a full 30 seconds without touching anything. During that pause, the throttle body is recalibrating itself to a fresh 0 point. You might even hear a faint little whir or click as the throttle plate cycles. After 30 seconds, turn it off, wait a few seconds, then start the engine and let it idle for a minute. That's it. The computer now has a clean throttle baseline, and a lot of people feel that pedal snap back to life immediately. Crisper response, smoother takeoff, no more hesitation. This one's the quick fix. But if your Toyota's dealing with more than just sluggish throttle, rough idle, check engine light, shifting issues, that's where the full battery disconnect reset comes in, and that's exactly what I'm walking you through next. And that's the full $0 Toyota reset trick. No scanner, no dealership, no tools, just a smoother, cleaner running Toyota for free. If this saved you a trip to the mechanic, smash that like button and subscribe to All About Toyota for more simple, money-saving Toyota tips. Drop a comment and let me know which trick worked for you. And check out the video popping up right here. Take care of your ride, and I'll catch you in the next one.